Hi, I'm Twitch, a Twin Flame Witch, and welcome back to my channel. So, I know that I got my schedule out there already, but I had some areas I needed to fill in. So, I got that done, and I wanted to share that with you in case you were interested. So, alright, so we have spells on a budget to do after this video. And then on Sunday the 13th, we were doing a how-to video. We are finishing the lucid dreaming video. We're finishing the last four or five steps. And I'm going to do that as quickly as possible because I noticed that it was long and drawn out and people didn't like that. So I am learning. I take it as constructive criticism instead of getting butthurt about it, because that's not going to help me. You know, instead of just me having to look into it, it would be helpful if you guys could tell me as well. I understand that many people do not comment on channels like this or even subscribe because people can see, but you can actually go into your settings and fix that. So you are more than welcome to comment and subscribe without people knowing. And I also don't know of everybody. I've only gotten like maybe 5 people that I knew. It has to be public. So I'm letting you know that. And then Monday the 14th, we're doing spiritual awakening and twin flame stages. Those don't go together, but I'm going to do both of them. I don't know if I'm going to do them together or separately, because I'm learning that it's best to do separate videos because not everybody's interested in everything in the video. So, as I've already said, the 15th and 17th are general readings. I will start from Aries and end up Pisces. So I will do 6 one day and then the last 6 the next day. So the 18th is types of witches and magic. So I'm not just one type of witch, which pun not intended. I will be discussing what type of witch I am and my story on the 28th. I don't know. Some people may not find that interesting. Some may. But I will tell you that on the 28th. So anyway, we will be doing the types of witches and magic. The 17th, I've already said. The 18th is, as always, the goddess and the moon phases. I'm going to be doing those separately. I've just done that, and I want to see how that goes. Okay, the 19th is spiritual gifts. If you're not aware what those are, they're like intuition, telepathy, empathy, and we will discuss the different types and the different types of those types, because there are like different ones under that, okay? And I know I'll be giving you my story on the 28th, but when we get to those types of spiritual gifts that I have, I can explain to you even, well, I mean, that'll be more on the 28th, but like, I still want you to know kind of how you will know. Anyway, and I'm not sure, I think I will throw in spiritual guides because that's kind of short, but it's kind of, that also goes with numerology. I don't know how to explain that exactly without saying it, so let's go on to the 20th. Okay, as you know, all of the prizes for the Lucid Dream contest are items that we make on Sundays. But this one is, I guess, sorry, that was my boot that made a sound. Okay, so I guess I am also doing projects on here that I need to do anyway. So that will be one of them. I've been meaning to make my husband this healing salve for a while because I really didn't want to make just one, container of it. I wanted to make several, so I don't know. It just seemed kind of weird and just kind of not needed if you're just going to do one. Okay, so on the 21st, we're going to discuss numbers and colors. We're not doing numerology, but we are going to discuss what the numbers mean. And it's not just in tarot, it's a meaning, period. But anyway, in colors, most people would think of colors for spell candles or bags. So the 22nd, we are doing divination, and that one is palmistry. Okay, I'm not for certain how this is going to go, but I'm hoping my husband will let me use his palm. So the 23rd, that's going to be the rest of the video from the 7th. I left out 2 parts because it was so late. And I'm going to put those 2 parts all by themselves. Bottles and bags. So, well, bottles and jars and bags. And the 24th, that divination technique, I'm not doing one. I'm going to list off the unusual types, which is going to be the rest of, where's it at? Of the video from the 8th, the divination tools. So the 25th, as always, goddess of the week and the moon phases, and we'll go over the full moon, you know, like we did last time. The 26th is, we're going to do a money spell. I don't know if I'm just doing one, but I am doing a money spell. Okay. So the 27th, we're doing our last 2 lucid dream projects. Okay, on Sundays, we don't just do projects. I'm going to be talking about items that will be in the store as well. Okay. So the 28th, I put 2 different things down on 2 different calendars, so I'm going to, I guess, incorporate them together. So my story, I want to tell you about my story, and then I want to explain witchcraft a little to you more about the different areas. Like, okay, I just realized I still don't have my earrings in. I never go without them. Okay, so, you know, there's casting circles, there's protection, we're going to go over that again. I know we've went over different areas, but I'm noticing people are missing certain parts, so let's just put it all together. I think that's the best way to do it. The 29th is going to be love tarot readings, and like I said, we started Aries and into Pisces, so Pisces will end on the 31st on that Thursday. So the 30th is a full moon. I had wrote that down on one calendar, and the other one I wrote how I spend my full moon. So that's what we're going to be discussing, how I would do my full moon. And it's kind of like the video we done. It's not on here. So it was last month. It was when we talked about cleansing baths, charging full moon water, and you can put the stones in water and charge it as well. And, you know, taking your decks out to charge, all that. And last time it rained, so I told y'all to collect rainwater, and I did too. And we're going to be using that on tomorrow. But I'm hoping it's not going to be raining this full moon so that I can show you what I do. Because I wasn't able to do that. That's why we had to do it the way we did. And I'm hoping that it'll go this way this time. I will look into the weather and figure out what's going on with that. So we're going to jump to January. Friday the 1st, we were doing, of course, the goddess moon phases. That Saturday, we're doing spirits, demons, and deities. Okay, so all I have down are the basic days, like Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, okay? So I will go ahead and tell you what those are. My Mondays and Wednesdays, I always have to fill in later as I think of ideas. So, and those are magic and witchcraft, which is basically the same thing. So I can do pretty much whatever I want on those days. But I try to make it more like actual witchcraft, and then the magic can be like a variety of things. So let me explain that to you. So the 3rd is the store and the Book of Shadows. The Tuesday the 5th is divination, numerology. So that 7th, we're also doing divination, but I haven't exactly decided what yet. And then the 8th, of course, is goddess moon phases. The 9th is spells and stones. So we're going to do that for fertility. Okay, and then on the 10th, store and Book of Shadows. On the 12th, general tarot readings. And the 14th, general tarot readings. And the 15th, of course, goddess moon phases. And then on the 16th, we're going to do spells and stones, but I haven't figured that one out yet. So basically, that's how it's going to look for the rest of the month. But the 17th, of course, store and Book of Shadows. The 19th, we're going to be doing astrology. I'm going to discuss with you the basics before I start telling you how to figure out your chart and stuff. I thought about actually doing that part, but I thought, let's talk about the basics first. Okay, so the 21st, I'm going to start teaching you how to do tarot. And we will discuss the different types of decks, which I've already told you about in the video on, I believe it was the 8th, the divination tools. I was telling you about the different types of decks, like there's Rider-Waite, which is the traditional, and then there's different types. So I will tell you what kinds of decks are best to learn by, and then some people do better when they do have symbols on them. So Okay. And then the 22nd, we're doing goddess and moon phases, of course. But like I said, I'm going to try to keep it as 2 different videos. On the 23rd, we're going to be doing spells and stones. I have not figured out what. And the 24th, that will be the Storm Book of Shadows. 26th, Love Tarot Readings. 28th, Love Tarot Readings. 29th, Goddess Moon Phases. And then 30th, Spells and Stones. And 31st, Storm Book of Shadows. You get how I have not filled all that in, but that's the basis of what it will be. And like I said, every other week, how we do the divination is like 1 week we'll do Tuesday and Thursday, we'll do general tarot readings. And then the next week we will do different types of divination on those days, or I will teach you. And the next week we will do the love readings, and then so on and so forth. So anyway, I wanted to let you all know this, the rest of the schedule, because I had filled in some blanks, and I will be recording my next video next.